The most expensive cheeses. While cheese may seem like a common, everyday food, the reality is that some cheeses are a luxury. Many high-end grocery stores sell cheeses that cost significantly more than the blocks of cheddar, Swiss, and mozzarella found in most American refrigerators. What cheeses exactly cost the most? In this video, we'll explore the world's most expensive cheeses. Stick on until the end to find out which cheese is the priciest of all. Number 13. Rogue River Blue. Rogue River Blue cheese is created by the Rogue Creamery located in the Rogue Valley in southern Oregon, and it's an award-winning product. It was named World Champion at the 2019-2020 World Cheese Awards held in Bergamo, Italy. This cheese sells for about $75 per pound, and it's only produced during the fall. Each year on the fall equinox, the New Year's cheese is unveiled for sale. The cheese is only produced in the fall because the pasture grass on the farm is at its best, which produces the best quality cow's milk. Once the cheese is aged for about 9 to 11 months in caves, it's wrapped in pear spirit-soaked Syrah grape leaves. These grape leaves are soaked in alcohol. Because of this, they're flimsy enough to envelop the cheese easily. Syrah grapes are a variety that are grown in southern Oregon to produce high-quality wines. This is the most expensive cheese produced in America, and it's prized around the world. It's a dense cheese that has a boozy quality because of the grape spirits, and has been described as creamy with a hint of wine flavor. As a counterbalance to the creaminess, the blue part of the cheese provides a grittiness that's described as a mineral saltiness. Number 12. Beaufort d'été. Beaufort d'été means summer Beaufort, referencing how it gets made in the particular season. Beaufort itself comes from the Beaufortain Valley, one of 4 places in France allowed to market their cheese products as Beaufort cheese. The cheese-making process itself uses traditional tools and methods, with the milk used as the main ingredient, even going unprocessed. The cheese produced can age for as long as a year before it gets sold. This keeps it soft and makes it easier to melt. This in turn makes it especially suitable for making fondue. The cheese also has a place as an ingredient in various fish and white meat dishes. Beaufort d'été typically costs around $45 per pound, which is expensive, but not as expensive as other cheeses on this list. Number 11. Katcha Buffalo. Even if you're not that into cheese, you've still probably heard of Katcha Buffalo, a delicious cheese made from pasteurized water buffalo milk and produced in Casa Medaio in Campania, southern Italy. It's a semi-hard cheese with a sweet and aromatic flavor that's truly one of a kind. The cheese is made by draining the curd and allowing it to mature for 8 to 12 months in the natural caves at Casa Medaio. You can find different variations of Katcha Buffalo online, but if you want the real thing, you can go straight to the source and order it from the Casa Medaio website. Number 10. Jersey Blue. Jersey Blue, as the name suggests, is a type of blue cheese that was created by cheesemaker Willy Schmid in Switzerland's Valais region in 2006. The cheese is made using raw, fresh cow's milk, and it's shaped like a dome covered in gray, white, and blue molds. There's blue mold inside the cheese as well, so you can imagine that Jersey Blue packs quite a punch. For blue cheese fans, this is a dream come true, and one that isn't crazy expensive, selling for about $45 per pound. Number 9. Germain Aasa. Aasa by Germain is a cow's milk cheese produced in Burgundy, boasting a gorgeous orange rind that's washed with Marc de Bourgogne, a local grape spirit. Its creamy center has an intense, unique taste that goes very well with dry red or white wine. Be warned if you're a cheese beginner, because this one has a very pungent aroma. However, it's definitely worth a try, especially since it's not going to break the bank like some other cheeses on this list, as it sells for roughly $45 per pound. Number 8. Old Ford. Old Ford is a type of firm cheese produced in Somerset, England, that's matured for roughly 8 months, usually during the summer. It was created by Mary Holbrook at Britain's Slight Farm, and is made using goat's milk and pressed by hand. The cheese is firm, crumbly, dense, savory, and coconut-like in appearance. Unfortunately, Mary Holbrook passed away in 2019, and her signature cheese creations are no longer in production. Number 7. Caciocavallo Podalico. Caciocavallo cheese is made from the milk of a rare breed of Italian cow, the Podalico, in San Nicandro Garganico, southern Italy. This cheese is famous for its elongated shape, and over the years, it's become one of the most popular delicacies in Italy. Long slabs of cheese are tied with rope, hung over a wooden rod, and left to mature for roughly 3 months during the winter. The result is a hard, dry, flavorful cheese that costs roughly $50 per pound. You can travel to southern Italy to get the rare Podalico cheese straight from the source, or depending on where you live, you can also place an online order to try it out. Number 6. Extra Old Bido. If you're not into really old, really stinky cheese, then you should look away now. But cheese lovers may well have heard of Bido Storico, the oldest edible cheese in the world. This is not an exaggeration. This Italian cheese can be aged for 15 to 18 years, which helps drive up its price to $150 per pound. It's made by just 12 producers in the Valtellina Valley in Lombardy, an area known around the world for its fine wine and fancy cheese. They're a combination of goat and cow milk, with 80% being from cows and 20% from goats. The younger the cheese, the sweeter it is, and it gets spicier with age. Number 5. Wick Farm Cheddar. At number 5 on our list, we have Wick Farm Cheddar, a type of cow's milk cheese produced in the country of Somerset in southwest England. Wick Farm is the biggest producer of cheese in Britain, using secret recipes originally belonging to Ivy Clothier in the 1950s. While it uses ordinary cow's milk as its main ingredient, the brand name, as well as the secret methods used to make the cheese, have given it a high price. The cheese also has the advantage of lacking gluten, making it available for people allergic to gluten. This cheese will cost you around $200 per pound, and compared to other types of fancy cheese on our list, you can actually buy Wick Farm's cheddar online and in stores. The cheese is sold in 150 countries across the globe, and you can order products directly from their website as well. Number 4. White Stilton Gold. White Stilton Gold is the priciest cow cheese in the world, and you'll have to shell out around $400 per pound if you want a taste. It's made in the village of Long Clawson in Lancashire County, England, and is reportedly a big favorite among celebrities around the world. What makes it so fancy is the fact that it's made with edible gold leaf and gold cinnamon schnapps. It was initially produced as a limited edition Christmas variety of the white Stilton cheese, but due to its popularity, it's now made year-round. It's probably the fanciest, blingiest cheese you can get, so if you want to add some glamour to your salad or literally spread golden cheese on a cracker anytime, then White Stilton Gold is the right cheese for you. Number 3. Moose Cheese. Sold at roughly $500 per pound, moose cheese is the third most expensive cheese in the world. Its expense comes from the fact that only one group of cheesemakers actually make moose cheese in the world. To have a taste of moose cheese, you'll have to travel to Europe. It's produced at the Elkhouse in Sweden's Bjurholm region by just 3 moose named Gulan, Juna, and Helga. They make 4 types of moose cheese at the Elkhouse: dry blue cheese, creamy blue cheese, feta, and white mold. In the Bjurholm region, the cheese produced comes from only 3 animals named Helga, Gulan, and Juna. Number 2. Pule. Pule, also known as Magara Caesar or donkey cheese, was the priciest cheese on the planet for a while, selling for $600 or more per pound. This cheese made its debut in September 2012 at a cheese show in England. It tastes like a buttery mango that's sweet and tangy. It's produced by just one farm in the world, located in the Zasavaca Special Nature Reserve in Serbia. So if you want to try it out, you'll have to take quite the road trip. Making this type of cheese is no picnic either. Over 6.5 gallons of Balkan donkey milk are required to make just 1 kilogram of cheese. But the cheese isn't purely donkey milk because there isn't enough casein in their milk to produce quality cheese. The Balkan donkey milk is mixed with goat's milk, so that 50% of the cheese is donkey's milk and 40% is from goats. Number 1. Cabales Blue Cheese. A wheel of Cabales Blue cheese was sold at auction in 2023 for over $32,000. It originates from the Picos de Europa National Park in Cabales, Spain. Guillermo Pendas is the creator, and he makes it at Los Puertos factory, which is owned by his family. This cheese is made from a combination of goat, cow, and sheep milk that has matured for over 8 months. Its place of maturation is a special cave because it's at an altitude of around 4,600 feet. As a result of this high altitude, the cave stays at a cool 44 degrees Fahrenheit the entire time the cheese is present. Ivan Suarez bought this expensive wheel of Cabales Blue cheese because he's a restaurateur. His restaurant is in Asturias, and it's named the Llaga de Coyoto. So there you have it, the most expensive cheeses in the world. Have you tried any of these cheeses? Are there any others that you think should be on the list? Let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing food content. Until next time, bon appetit!